Hi, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and I wanted to show you a card that I made up. I saw it online with just this as a shaker card, and I got an idea in my head that this looks like a keyhole for a door. So I made a keyhole, and then you open it up and you see the lady inside. So let me show you how I did it. First off, you're going to take your white cardstock and fold it in half, and then you're going to bring in your die, your thinlet, and you're going to put it in the Big Shot. So I'm just going to show you how I placed it in there. I'm not going to run it through the Big Shot, but you want it to be somewhat in the middle, and with a plate underneath and the magnetic, and then a plate on top. And yeah, that's really dirty. So once that comes out, you're going to see, whoops, sorry. It's going to be like this. So once that's done, you want to ink up your chocolate chip cardstock, and all this information will be on my blog. So you ink up your wood grain stamp set with the chocolate chip ink, and then you place this over top, and then you put a paper over so that you can just do it like this because it makes it much easier. Then you're going to have this, and I embossed it. So I embossed it with clear because our ink is very juicy and it stays nice and moist. So we can go ahead and emboss it with clear. So once that's done, you're going to come in and you're going to tape this onto here. And to do that, you're going to bring in your adhesive and just go around the corners, like all the edges. And you're going to lay it right in the inside. So then once that's done, I'm going to turn this over because I want to show you what you do. You have the outline from what you cut out before, and then you put this on top so it lines up perfectly, so you don't have to guess where the two line up, and you run that through the Big Shot because it's only one layer now. It will go through really nice. So then you come out with this, and that gets all, this will already be on top of here. So I just did this ahead of time. Then you are going to go ahead and cut out, hold on one second, the second one from the inside of the dies. Hold on, right? No, yep, right here. You're going to be using the second, third, and fifth for all of this. And this is the lots of labels. All right, so then you're going to come in with your snowman from, I think it's Snow, I don't even know the name. I'll put it on it'll be underneath when you see it. So this goes on here. You run it through again with the Big Shot, and you come out with this. So if you turn it upside down, I thought it looked like a keyhole. And when you cut out your white piece from this piece, when you cut that out, you are going to go ahead and stamp the Open Me Already and the key. And I'll have listed on the video what they are. And with the key, you're going to color it in with the gold Wink of Stella so that no white shows. And it doesn't matter if you go over a little bit because we're going to trim it out. We're going to fussy cut that. This one we cut with the smaller die that we had, and you want it to be somewhat, this could have been done a little bit higher because you want it to have a line here where you can put something underneath. Like this, I put this on. So I wanted to show you how to do this part because I cut it out already. And one thing that I like to do is use tear and tape adhesive. And what you do is you just lay it so it's perfectly, well, not perfectly, but you lay it right under here and you tear it. And then you make sure it's really well adhered because we're going to put it in glitter. So you just take off that and bring in the glitter, and you just push it down into your glitter so that it really adheres. You can get a spoon and make sure that it's pushed down really well, and then get all the extra glitter off, and then you have that. So I think I love that. So on the inside of the card, which I'll show you, I stamped "It's your birthday and let's celebrate" and "lady" with the dress. So I'm going to do that for you so you can see how I did the dress, because it's using the heat and stick and not everybody knows how to use that. So you're going to have your open card, and you're going to have your lady and the early espresso ink. Okay, so now we're going to come in with Versamark and heat and stick with the body piece, and I always trim mine on the rubber because it makes it much easier to not have little pieces left over and getting the shadow. So just make sure you know which way is up before you start. So one thing that is good to do is to do the embossing buddy, but we'll just skip that so that I don't have to take more time, and we just put this on here. And you can't see it, but once I put this on, you'll be able to see this is the heat and stick. And it helps that you had that already folded. All right, so you're going to heat this just until it turns clear, because you don't want it to be not sticky. That's the key to heat and stick, is that once you heat it over too much, then it's not sticky anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and spoon some of the glitter on top. And if I did the embossing buddy, then you wouldn't have these extra pieces. So make sure you use yours. So then I have that. Oops, there's a couple spots that I didn't quite get in good enough. All right, and then you're just going to heat it again just to get it a little bit hot so that way it adheres. That's all. So if you do this, it doesn't come off. So it works really nice. Another thing that I did, which let me get this off, okay, is I love the tear and tape for embossing too. I didn't think it would work, but I thought let's give it a try. So I just did this on the bottom and ran it across, trying to keep it straight. Again, make sure that it's pressed down. Peel it off. Bring in your gold embossing powder, not the gold glitter, because we don't want to take away from her dress. And so it sticks on the tape really well. And then you're going to come in and heat that up. It's like magic. So there you have that. And of course, all this would be cleaned off because I would have used the embossing buddy. So let me show you the card that I did to begin with, and I did it in silver. And I did the same thing in the front, and I like the glitter, so I changed it. And I thought gold would look better. And I have it like that, which is really pretty, but not as pretty as this one. And I used the gold embossing powder on this one too, but I liked it with the glitter, so of course I did that. This uses the gold sequined ribbon, and these are from the occasions, and I took those, and to make them gold, because of course everything needs to match, is I brought in the gold again with the Wink of Stella, and I colored them gold. And then to make sure that they stayed, I immediately put it into clear embossing powder and then heated it up. This makes them gold and really pretty. Okay, so having it all put together, I have my 3 gold screws. I pop this up. This is flat to the card because it's supposed to be a key, and this is the door. And then on the inside, it's gorgeous. And on this side, all you see is this little bit, and that's okay because nobody's going to be looking at that. They're going to look at the gold and how pretty that is. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you next time.